If you look at the protests that we've had in Iran, this isn't just about freedom in the abstract. A big part of language is also about resisting corruption. And even though the balance of power seems to favor whoever wields the club or the sword, it eventually and always comes back to the person who wields the word. It's impossible to think of Iran without thinking of its prophets and poets.
Iran has a history of incredible intellectual and literary traditions. So this is something that's very much in the blood of Iranians. The history of repression of expression inside Iran is unfortunately very, very strong and long.
Free expression is not allowed in the Islamic Republic.
Iranian people are being told by the leadership of that country that if you dare to express yourself, you will experience the wrath of the regime.
They say that being a journalist or writer in Iran is kind of like walking through a minefield. You never really know if you take the wrong turn, if you'll be dismissed from your job, or if you'll be thrown into prison.
The winners of this year's Freedom to Write Award are Baktash Abtin, Keyvan Bajan, and Reza Khandan Mahabadi. All three of them are celebrated authors and members of the Iranian Writers Association who are currently imprisoned in Evin. Officially, these three writers are accused of disrupting national security and spreading propaganda.
What's absurd about it is that the spreading of propaganda is related to their publication and celebration of the 50th year anniversary of the Iranian Writers Association. In terms of their sort of erosion of national security, the crime there is that every year many Iranian writers go to the graves of the Iranian writers who were killed by the Iranian intelligence ministry to sort of commemorate their memory. So the crime really is love. The crime is memory.
The regime has gone after this organization, shut it down, banned it, paraded its leaders, and marched them into jail. And so for these individuals to step into those shoes voluntarily and decide we're going to take up the mantle, we're going to lead the literary community here in Iran, we're going to continue to speak out despite the dangers, it was an act of tremendous bravery.
The three are currently being held in Evin prison, all of them suffering from various health conditions. There's a long history of abuse in Evin prison. There are regular beatings, putting people in solitary confinement. The denial of food and medical attention are extremely common. I believe that their lives are certainly in danger, and so we have an opportunity and a responsibility to be their voice at a time when they can't be their own.
We're going to make a lot of noise. We are writing letters, we are mounting petitions, we are talking to the media to raise their names, their profiles, their photographs, and make sure that the crimes of the Iranian regime are front and center. When winners of the PEN Barbey Freedom to Write Award walk out of prison, it's incredibly inspiring, I think a motivation for all of us to continue this work.